All right, welcome in everybody. Live coverage of the Dirt Racing Network. Northwest Focus Midget Series. A little out of sorts already this evening. Got a lot going on, but this is the Wicked Energy Gum Northwest Focus Midget Series presented by Cognitive Warriors. These guys at Knoxville tonight. I got about 2 minutes and 45 seconds left in the practice session. Looking at about 43 to 44 cars already checked in for this one. They're going to go through all the heat races, put on a 30-lap feature for you tonight. Once we cut it down to the 18 final cars, I have a very special guest with me tonight. We are doing a bit of a tryout here. Make sure that all of his stuff is working. And I think we got him set up on TeamSpeak. Brad, are you there?
I'm here.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, many of you are going to recognize the name, and we are very fortunate to have this man on the broadcast with us tonight. He's going to be here for just a few minutes to make sure everything is working great, but tomorrow night he is going to join Mike Peterson in the booth for a little while. Going to take some of your questions, Mr. Brad Doty. Thank you for joining us, Brad. Tell us, what do you know about sim racing?
Not a whole lot, I have to admit.
Well, we're going to give you an education. Have we come up live on your YouTube stream? All right, fantastic. We're just watching the guys practice a little bit here. Once they go to their qualifying session, I will play the national anthem. Once I do that, we'll come back, get ready for heat races. But between now and then, what made you want to join us? And what can we do for you to help you get the word out about the events that you're helping sponsor and different things like that?
Well, Tim Nichols with Tim involved in this kind of stuff for a long time. I've been fortunate enough that he's been selling my shirts for the last couple of years, and
keep that a little closer to your mouth. We keep losing you, Brad.
oh, I just Nichols has Tim got me interested in and wanted me to look into this and see how it all worked out. Selling my shirts for the last couple of years and really pushing obviously the sim racing, and had the cars racetracks for many years, and about all I know about it is watching cars at the different racetracks.
Well, it's becoming very popular. It's growing every day, and we're really happy that you have taken the initiative to kind of get involved in this, and we're looking forward to doing a few things with you here. But these guys wrapping up the practice session here. Give us just a couple of more minutes if you don't mind hanging around. Let us get through the national anthem here, and before we go heat racing, we'll take a second and talk just a little bit more.
Okay.
All right, guys, practice session is over. You know what that means. That's going to trigger our fantastic national anthem by Mr. Johnny Reed Foley. So enjoy this, and let's get ready to go slinging some dirt.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
All right, guys, as always, Johnny Foley with our national anthem. Really good friend of mine. Very thankful for him to do that. I am going to turn Brad up just a little bit. Everybody was saying you were just a little quiet. I'm sure it's because the cars were crazy loud. But I know you're watching it on the stream there, and we haven't quite come out of the national anthem on your side yet, Brad. But you're going to see some of the best guys on the sim right here. I saw that Mr. Heileman, the Hulk, was on the pole for that one. We get started in this heat race. I'm going to ask you for your impressions of all this. In case you're just joining us, guys, Brad Doty in the booth with me. World famous Brad Doty, former sprint car racer and announcer for several different entities that I can recall, but I remember him doing some World of Outlaws stuff personally. All right, let's get the starting lineup for heat race number 1. I am not going to be able to get off that car. There we go. On the pole, the Splash and Go Graphics numbers 82 of Dustin Griffiths. To his outside, Swindell Speed Labs number 211. That's James Edens. Row 2 on the inside, the dude, the 210 machine, the dirt track terror himself, James Tiernan. And on his outside, the Casey Kane Sim Racing, Napa Auto Parts number 49 of the Hulk, David Heileman. On the inside of row number 3, the Keen Motorsports number 38 of Brett Strickler. And on his outside, going to be Mike Keegan, the Team SETI Wicked Cushion Machine. Row 4 inside, going to be the 422, the Dickies Machine of Ross Weiss. And on his outside, going to be the Profile by Sanford, number 69 of the big man himself, Josh Close. On the inside of row number 5, and the number 130, that is going to be Hunter Brady. And to his outside, going to be Ron Heights in the 44 machine. On the back row by himself in the Flex Seal, number 084, going to be Kevin Smith. You got 11 cars. You're going to get 10 laps. Top 4 transfer straight. Actually, the top 3, excuse me. Top 3 going to transfer straight into our feature race. We are slated to have 4 heat races, so we'll find 12 there. We're going to get 6 out of our B main once we play through the alphabet soup just a little bit. Find out who's going to qualify to make our 18-car starting lineup for our 30-lap feature. Is this your first time to watch a race, Brad?
Well, actually, it is, and the technical issue looks like that probably on my end, but it's blurry. I can't make out.
Oh, okay. So if you look down at the bottom, kind of in the right-hand corner of the play screen, there's going to be a little deal. Looks like a gear. If you'll touch that, it'll open up a little window. If you'll change that to, say, 720p, it should clear that up for you.
Oh boy, it just closed out.
Oh, that's kind of weird. All right, guys, we're fixing to go green right here. Pace truck is in. Griffiths is on the throttle. Green flag is in the air. These guys got 10 laps to get it sorted out. I will definitely find us a better camera angle to watch from than this one, because even I don't like that camera angle. Here we go. Turn off of turn 2. Heileman's in the 3rd spot. James Eden sitting in second right now. James Tiernan sitting in that 4th transfer spot. First car out of the A main if things were to end the way they were. But these guys just completing lap number 1. You see these guys starting to spread out all over the track. 2 and 3 wide off of turn number 2. David Heileman working the inside down here. Kind of been his MO for a long time at this track. Find the bottom, stick to it. He seems to figure out how to go forward there at some point during the night. But right now he's just trying to hold on to a transfer spot, not have to worry about elimination races. Dustin Griffith starting to get closed in on just a little bit. James Edens now with the slide job through 3 and 4. Going to take the lead, put Edens on the point. Griffiths back to second. Tiernan into third. He got around Heileman while we were watching the battle for the lead. And now Heileman trying to work his way back into one of the transfer spots. Ross Weiss, Josh Close, Mike Keegan, Hunter Brady, Brett Strickler, Ron Heights, and Kevin Smith in that order all the way back to 11th. And there you see David Heileman from the inside to the outside. Had a good drive right there. He's got the spot at the line. But these two too close to tell. Going through the corner. We'll see who has momentum off the exit of turn 2. Give the spot back to Tiernan. He's got the final transfer spot, but Heileman, long gear in that car, and he's able to really run it out on the end of the straightaways. Now he takes the advantage going down the front stretch. Slams the door on Tiernan going into 1. He's going to go 3 wide off the exit of turn 2. Griffiths on the top Heileman in the middle, and Tiernan fell back just a little bit off the bottom. All these guys trying to catch James Eden's going to come to 4 to go. Eden's still out in front of this thing. Only 0.3 of a second, though. Heileman's starting to close the gap. He's running that slide job line. Looks like the car's gaining on the entries, but not able to gain on the exits. So it's Eden's, Heileman, Griffiths. They're going to have 3 to go when they go under the flag stand. This time, big, long track for these cars. So I am sure they are running a really low gear in this thing, so that the car doesn't run out. The straightaway super long. The corners really wide and sweeping. They're able to really keep the throttle down hard here. You can hear the engines whining. But right now, it's Eden's, Heileman, Griffiths, your top 3. Tiernan and Weiss rounding out the top 5. But these top 3 have really broken away, and they're down to 2 laps to go. Heat race number 1. Down the backstretch, drop back here. Take a look. Tiernan out of shape. Something wrong with that car. Might have run that car out of fuel. He's going to pull it off onto the apron. Get it out of the way so we don't get a caution. They're going to come to the white flag on the front stretch, and Heileman is there. The Hulk working the top side. Now cuts it under. Eden's went inside out. They cross over off the exit of turn 2. Drag race to turn 3. Heileman's got the advantage. Puts the left front up on the curb. He's going to come off turn 4 with the lead. Heileman's going to win it. Eden's second. Griffith's going to make the transfer into the A main. Close. Keegan, Brady, Strickler, Heights, Tiernan, and Smith. Get you a bowl. Grab you a spoon. We're going into the alphabet soup. Did you figure it out, Brad? Did you get back with us?
Well, yes. At its top, I can definitely can't. I'm not clear enough to see the actual cars.
I may have to look into what actually works on the iPad for resetting the resolution on that thing, and I may have to research that and get that back to you. I'm going to get Heat Race 2 lineup out of the way here real quick. On the pole, the Next Gen Fab, number 59 of Mark Penske, to his outside. The Browns Custom Paint and Body, number 292. That is Peyton Grease. I know he just joined a new team today. I forgot to write that down, but I will figure that out before the end of the night. Let everybody know he just joined a new race team today. On the inside of row number 2, the Sim Necessities, number 301, last week's winner, Hunter Connolly. On his outside, the Black Devil Motorsports, Factory Kane, number 42, Sean Wallenfels Jr. Row 3 on the inside, the 5K, that's going to be Rusty Kruger. To his outside, going to be the 152 of Colton Hardy. Colton Hardy actually got to the flag first, but a post-race penalty relegated him to finishing at the end of the lead lap, took the win away from him, so he's got a little redemption in his mind tonight, I am sure. Row 4 inside, Team SETI, Wicked Cushion, number 31 of Tyson Landis, and on his outside, that's the 27 machine, Splash and Go Graphics, Tyler Chalk. Row 5 on the inside, Terry Landis drives the 661, and to his outside, the 100 is Jamie Wallace. And Billy Rowley, Team SETI, number 84 machine, going to start on the back row all by himself. So you got 11 more cars. We're going to get 10 more laps. Top 3 to the feature. Everybody else, swim time in the soup. Yeah, there should be some kind of
Qualities Auto 360.
Yeah, there's a way you can change that, though, unless it's the max where you can only get to 360, and then that's just something to do with your iPad itself.
Well, that's when you ask why.
Green.
All right, the green flag over Heat Race number 2, off into turn 1 side by side. Hunter Connolly had the lead for a split second, but Mark Penske took it right back. Peyton Grease sitting in third. Rusty Kruger, Colton Hardy rounding out that top 5. These guys all still pretty tight with each other. There's a mistake from Penske, and he's going to drop 3 spots before they get down the front stretch the second time around. Now he's going further back. Contact. That was contact, I believe, with maybe Colton Hardy. Yes, he and Colton Hardy getting together. So drop him just a little further back. He's in the 6th, 7th position now. It's Conley out front. Grease, Kruger, top 3. Tyler Chalk right off the back push bar of the 5 car. Looking to get that Grease way out of shape. Way up in the marbles that time. He's really having trouble with that car down the backstretch. He's going to drop from second into the fence. Contact with Colton Hardy. Both cars over in turn number 3 and 4. Trying to drop back here. Take a look. See what happened to these guys. I know that Grease was way out of shape. Got up to clip the wall just a little bit down the backstretch. Oh, and then he was so far off the pace, and Hardy thought he could slide by, and that right rear caught the left front. And that is not how these guys wanted to start their evening. They have got their work cut out for them, definitely, trying to get through. So real quickly, points are up to date currently. No surprise here. Adam Elby, multiple-time winner in the series. Got a 15-point lead over the Catfish, Chris Roberts. The Hulk, David Heileman in third, 26 markers back. 31 back to Rusty Kruger. And it's another 1 point behind that. 32 markers to keep your top 5 together. James Eden sitting in the 5th spot. So those numbers bound to change before the night is over, unless Adam Elby finds a way to pick up his 3rd win in the series. This is our 6th week. So he has won about a third of the races. He has just been flying around these places. I know you haven't been tuning in, but you're going to see some guys that are super fast, and it's the same guys every week, just crazy fast around here. How's your quality now, Brad?
Well, not the greatest, unfortunately, and like delayed what I'm seeing to what I'm hearing.
You're probably going to get about a 10 or a 15 second delay. And it has to come from me. It has to go to our restream service, and then from there it gets spread out to all the places. So it does take a few seconds. It usually takes 15 to 20 seconds from the time I speak until the time you would actually hear it. For those of you just tuning in, Brad Doty in the booth with me. I'm sure that is a name familiar to a lot of sprint car fans. I am very happy to have him here. I know he's going to be joining us tomorrow night during the Thursday Thunder Series. He's going to be talking with Mike a little, taking some of your questions. But right now, the green flag back out over this heat race. Hunter Conley, Rusty Kruger, Tyler Chalk taking us top 3 right now. But Sean Wallenfels Jr., the black and blue car, right off the back of that blue and yellow car, trying to get that spot. That guy has had no luck for about a month now. I'd like to see Mr. Wallenfels maybe catch a break here, transfer straight to the A main from this race, not have to deal with all of the elimination races. But I'm sure he'll take a good starting spot in the B main just as easily. Hunter Conley starting to gap these guys half a second over Kruger. Chalk and Wallenfels made a little contact right there in 3 and 4, and that's going to drop Wallenfels back a little ways, and Penske's going to go around the high side. Can he take the spot? 4th and 5th starting to slide job each other back and forth right here. Penske down the inside, moves it up in front. Wallenfels going to cut it underneath. Does he have the grip coming off the bottom? The bottom the short way, but not always the quick way around. Penske going to hang on to the 4th spot at the line. Final lap, white flag in the air. Connolly has this one easily in hand, half a second. Rusty Kruger in the 2nd spot. Tyler Chalk, the blue and yellow machine, hanging on to that final transfer spot. They're going to come off turn 4 right here. Conley, Kruger, and Chalk going to the A main. Penske, Wallenfels, Landis, Rowley, Wallace, Landis, Grease, and Hardy. There's Tyson and Terry Landis all going into our consolation races. Brad, I know you didn't want to hang out very long, so anytime you're ready to go, you just let me know, and I'll make sure the fans know to get some questions ready tomorrow. Don't know how many we'll be able to answer, but we'll do the best we can, and we'll get you in here, get you set up with Mike, and he'll do a great job of taking care of you. I know he's already excited to have you in the booth.
Well, thanks for having me on tonight and doing a trial run here, and forward to tomorrow night.
All right, thanks for joining us, man. I really appreciate this. This is going to be a lot of fun.
For the races, you guys.
All right, guys. Brad Doty, he's going to take off. We appreciate him being here. On the pole, heat race number 3, the Catfish, the 93 Wicked Energy Machine. And that is Chris Roberts. And on his outside, the Splash and Go Graphics number 124 of Jim Chisholm. On the inside of row number 2, the Andes Frozen Custard number 94. That's Todd LeBeau. And his outside, oh, there's that Canadian guy again. The sign shop at Kinney's, ABR BK Designs, number 16 of Alex Bergeron. Row 3 on the inside, a Team City Wicked Cushion, number 057 of the Flying Aussie, Craig Dunn. And to his outside, the Triple Deuce, another Team City machine, that's Weston Newell. Row 4 inside, Alex Molders drives the 311 machine. And on his outside, the 50 car, that's Bo Brunning. Unified Racing, number 003 of Cody Downer, inside row number 5. And on his outside, going to be the 54 of Alex Stoudinger, with Tyler Silva, the 317 machine, on the back row by himself. So 11 more cars. 10 more laps. Top three to the feature. A little young for retirement, Peyton. That's pretty good stuff, though. Hey, Mullet. So Brad should go to Twitch and find the Dirt Racing Network because it's easier. Okay. Well, if Brad is still watching, hopefully he will hear that. You can go to twitch.tv/the Dirt Racing Network and find us there. It says it's easier to get better resolution there. Green flag back in the air. Heat race number 3. Chris Roberts right through the middle has the lead. They're going to shuffle behind. A lot of contact. Several cars going to be backwards. It looks like they're behind the field. No caution going to come out in this one. Chisholm second. Dunn is third. Cody Downard in the 4th spot. And on the hot side out there, the 311 machine, that's Alex Smolders. He'd like to get around Downard, maybe set sail, try to grab the back bumper of Dunn, see if he can do anything with him, grab one of the transfer spots. Right now, Chris Roberts under fire. Jim Chisholm to the high side. Better run off the corner for the 124 machine. Now Roberts slides up in front of him. Gonna hang on to the spot this time. Off into turns 3 and 4 once again. Three down, 7 to go. Heat race number 3. Guys, don't forget the likes and shares. If you're following us on YouTube, be sure to subscribe. If you're on Twitch, please do the same. Jump over to the Facebook channel, The Dirt Racing Network, and give us a follow there. We are trying to reach the 5,000 follower mark. We're getting close to 4,700, guys. As soon as we do that, we're going to probably put on a little event. Probably not going to commentate it a whole lot. We are going to try to get some guests in, have a little roundtable discussion, talk about real racing, talk about sim racing, correlation, bridge the gap, all of those kind of things. Do some giveaways like we always do, but help us with the follows, the shares, the likes. We appreciate it greatly. We're halfway home in heat race number 3. Jim Chisholm got around Chris Roberts. Put Roberts into second, Dunn into third, and Dunn starting to get a challenge. There's that man again, mama. Alex Bergeron into the loose stuff. Loses a bunch of ground that time, but he was sure hounding the back bumper. Craig Dunn there right before he got way out into the fence. This time I think he might have clipped it. I'm not sure. That car just sailing around the top side. Bergeron going all the way into the marbles, finding some speed up there, finding some grip. He's going to take the spot. He's in the final transfer spot in this one with 3 laps to go, but he is steadily cruising up there in the marbles. But man, he made a run there. He took Chris Roberts like he was sitting still. Put Bergeron into P2. Roberts tried to put up a fight there, but to no avail. He's going to fall back into the final transfer spot. Now Bergeron's got his sights set on Chisholm. That car right on the cushion. He is finding a ton of speed. They're going to get the white flag this time off turn number 4, but who's going to get there first? Chisholm from the inside, cut underneath now. Bergeron down to the inside, slide job coming. Bergeron in on the bottom, off on the high side. He's got the lead. Off of turn 2, he's going to lead about a half a lap of this one. It looks like Alex Bergeron, Jim Chisholm, Chris Roberts going to transfer into the A main. Dunn, Downard, Smolder, Silva, Newell, Brunning, LeBeau, and Stoudinger headed for the alphabet soup. Great finish to that one. We know what to expect out of the 16 machine now. We're waiting on our final heat race to grid out on the front stretch. Hello, Galen Stewart. How you doing, buddy? All right, final heat race, gridding out on the front stretch. On the pole, the Lepresto Racing Wicked Cushion number 57 of Anthony Lepresto, and to his outside, the Pace Performance Products number 34, Ryan Pace. Inside row number 2, the Swindell Speed Labs number 75 of Adam Elby, 2-time winner in the series. And to his outside, the Simworks, number 303. That's the Australian assassin, Lewis Hewitt. Row 3 on the inside, the 06 machine of Kendall Tucker. That is the 300 car. It's a 06 Motorsports. And on his outside, the BMRS number 188 of John Harper. Row 4 on the inside, the Wicked Energy Dirt Track and Bastards, Dirty Old Bastards, Wicked Cushion number 77 of Aaron Schaefer. And to his outside, the Trophy Dash number 183 of Chance Chrome. The 808, Mark Broderick on the inside of row number 5. And to his outside, going to be the 238 machine of Anthony Marvalijo. Jesse Bandy's car not making the call for his heat race. So 10 cars in your final heat, 10 laps, top 3 to the A main. That'll give us 12. We'll start the consolation races, and then we will find the final 6 for our A main out of our B here in just a little bit. And we'll put 18 cars out here for 30 laps for you tonight. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Wicked Energy Come at Northwest Focus Midget Series presented by Cognitive Warriors. And the man himself is in the... Oh, and so is Madame Stewart. Both in the house, guys. Hello, welcome. Enjoy the show. Glad to have you. Green right here off turn number 4. Lepresto and Pace off the front row. Final heat race. Great way to kick off Wingless Wednesdays here on the Dirt Racing Network, and they are under the green flag, and they'll be wasting no time putting the pressure right on Lepresto. You saw the 75 machine squirt to the inside. Now, going to make the challenge down the back stretch. And Elby had the lead. Caution. I believe it's only our second one. Not sure what caused that, but Lewis Hewitt getting away slowly here. We'll drop back, take a quick look. Lewis Hewitt way up to the high side. Oh, come down just a little bit, and I believe that Aaron Schaefer was still kind of sliding out. Looked like a little bit of innocent contact there, but Lewis Hewitt paying the price for that. So nothing heinous, just a little bit of hard racing on the first lap. Let these guys pass underneath the flag stand. That'll give me my top 10. They should be in single file order by then, so bear with us. Not even sure if we've had a caution tonight. This might be the first one. Hello, Sandra. Yeah, Dustin, he kind of is. That's, man, it's crazy. Just fast everywhere. All right, top 10 right now. Elby, Lepresto, Tucker, Pace, Broderick, Harper, Crum, Marvalijo, Schaefer, and Hewitt. Still behind the Pace truck. Lights are on there. Probably going to go off this time by. Going to leave us about 6 to go when we take the green, so plenty of racing left in this one. If you have not liked or shared us, guys, please do so. If you have not followed us on the Facebook page, please drop by and do that as well. Midget series right now. When they get done with this, be about a 10-minute break, and then I will cover the 360 wingless sprint cars right here from Knoxville. They will take to the track. Let's give them about 45 minutes here, maybe an hour from right now. The Pawkins Custom Tailgate Games 360 Wingless Series. Right now, heat race number 4 about to go back to green.
Green flag,
6 laps to go. Elby with the rocket shot on the start, and he's going to have a big lead when they come off too. Whoa! Slicing, dicing, banging, and beating. Just a little bit. Kendall Tucker come down, got into a couple of the guys down there. They all keep them facing forward, and they're going. But Ryan Pace able to take the 3rd spot away. Kendall Tucker gonna shove it down in there, bring it out high. Caution. One more time. Not sure what brought this out. Lewis Hewitt's car upside down again. Lewis just not having a very good night tonight. The Australian assassin getting clipped. Oh, got up on that cushion. It bicycled a little bit. He tried to put it in a spot maybe he might have thought better of, but he got next to Schaefer again. I think Aaron Schaefer is Lewis Hewitt's kryptonite. Are you the inducer, Galen? Is that what happened? You came in and induced a bunch of yellow. Is your favorite color yellow? I'm just kidding. So we might get a one-lap shootout here, guys. We'll know the next time if the lights go off on that pace truck when it crosses under the flag stand. We will get a one-lap shootout. If it does not, we will end heat race number 4 under caution, and we'll know that LB, Lepresto, and Tucker are going to be our transfer cars. If that is the case, we will wait for this one to end, and then I think we're going to be looking at a D main tonight. So an 8 or 10 lap D main, and they'll probably take the top 2 out of that, move them into the C, take the top 2 out of the C, move them into the B, and take the top 6 out of the B and move them into the A. Well, that's a shame, Weston. But we do look forward to seeing you out there in the non-wing car, buddy. So the lights are off on that pace truck. We'll have a one-lap shootout. It'll be LB, Lepresto, Tucker, Pace, and Crum, our top 5. Top 3 straight to the A main. Everybody else soup line. Green and white flag back over the track. Pace now, slide job, trying to get Tucker. He's got a little bit of momentum right there. Tucker come off the high side and got the spot back. He goes to the inside looking for the spot on Lepresto. LB's going to win it. Tucker's going to come home second, and Lepresto going to make the transfer through. Pace, Crum, Schaefer, Broderick, Harper, Marvolijo, and Hewitt. Time to get in the soup. 17 cars going to be scheduled into the C main. No D main tonight. Top 2.
Top 2, C main, so skip the D, so 10 laps for the C, 12 for the B, 6 out of the B to the feature.
All right, you hear race control confirming what we were talking about right there. So it's going to be Broderick on the front row, inside with Brett Strickler to his outside. Jamie Wallace inside row number 2. Weston Newell said he is not going to make this call, so that will eliminate one car. John Harper, the 188, inside of row number 3. Waiting to see if the 44 Ron Heights makes the call. If not, that's going to move a bunch of cars on the inside up. It's going to be Landis and Brunning in row 4, Marvolijo and Tiernan in row 5, Grease and LeBeau in row 6, Hewitt and Smith in row 7, and row 8 is going to be Hardy and Stoutinger. We'll see how this shakes out. I see at least 2 cars not gridding, so 15. And that outside row is going to move up a couple of spots here. Only the top 2, 10 laps to get it settled. We are bound to see the intensity ratchet up quite a bit here. Hope everybody's enjoying the show. Show number 1 tonight, doubleheader on Wingless Wednesdays. This is the Wicked Energy Gum Northwest Focus Midget Series presented by Cognitive Warriors. In case you are just tuning in for the first time, you don't know what we're doing here, this is the iRacing platform. These guys are running a simulation. And the fine folks up at the Northwest Focus Midget Series doing a driver search through this series. They are going to take somebody, bring them up to Skagit Speedway, and put them into a real live midget. Put them out there with their series, Carla and Galen. huge supporters of all kinds of dirt racing. I know they run their series fantastically. They have a lot of drivers up there, take a lot of pride in that. And I'm just happy to even be mildly associated with that group. So enjoy the show, guys. C-Main underway, 10 laps, top 2 going into the next race. Everybody else done and right into the fence. Oh, my goodness. I don't know who that was. But he's already having a bad day, and I think it's Ron Heights is part of this. Yeah, Ron Heights. I think that's who got into the fence initially. Yeah, it looks like it is. It was blue and white, and I just saw it back on the straightaway. Just got the right sides a little close. And then he ends up catching somebody else up in that. Colton Hardy. So Colton Hardy's bid to pick up a win in the series going to come to a halt early in this one. Just a little unfortunate there. Maybe misjudged where the right side of his car was. And with the open wheels like that, you cannot get close to the fence. Nothing good ever comes of putting the tires up against the fence. Just, I can't stress that nearly enough. It is a bad situation every single time. So right now, we're looking at Broderick, Strickler, Harper, Wallace, and Newell. Well, that's not even right, because Newell ain't out there. It's Broderick, Strickler, Harper, Wallace, and Terry Landis, our top 5. Brunning, Marvalijo, Grease, Tiernan, LeBeau, our top 10, with Hewitt, Stoudinger, and Smith rounding out the field. Hardy, Heights, Newell, and Bandy done for the Midget Series tonight. You guys going to get some racing in this weekend, Galen? And if you are, is there a place where we can catch a live stream, maybe get it shared here on DRN? If you want to send me a private message about all that stuff, that'll be fine. I'm just asking here because I'm sure that it's just about as easy for me to communicate with you that way. But you may reply any way you see fit, sir. All right, looks like we're going green right here. It is not 12 laps. It is going to be 10, so we're going to have 6 to go. Broderick and Strickler, the front 2 right now. We'll see who's there when we get to lap number 10.
Green flag.
Good restart. Everybody into the corner nice and smooth until we get back here close to the back. Lewis Hewitt's car backwards again out here. Let's go see what happened to Lewis. He was starting about 3rd from last, so about 10th back there. Maybe 11th. It's down the corner. I think I saw LeBeau's car maybe a little out of shape. No, it's Terry Landis and Lewis Hewitt both finding the fence. Completely separate incidents. Well, Landis's car, oh, and then Peyton Grease. Upside down. Just, he's just not having a very good evening either. I told you the intensity was going to ratchet up, and you either steel up under pressure or you bend. We're seeing those that steel up keep all 4 tires on the dirt, and those that are going to bend, well, they're bending everything. Car still on its lid in turn 2. Brett Strickler's car no longer on the track. So only 10 out here. We're looking for 2. Gonna watch the lights on the pace truck. We should get a restart, maybe a 2-lap shootout. I'm sure Mr. Broderick, Mr. Harper are not too frustrated by the cautions. It's shortening the race quite a bit. So the lights did go off. It's going to be a 2-lap shootout. I know that says 5, but it is wrong. When we don't get a D-main and it moves to the C main, it does not deduct the laps. It goes ahead and adds them in. So the lap counter will be wrong, but the green flag going to come back out now. Anthony Marvalijo spinning like a top. That's going to take a couple of cars with him. Looks like we're going to stay green. These guys not going to get out onto the racing surface and bring out a caution. So we are going to go down the backstretch. These guys are going to see the white flag. This time off of turn number 4. Still Broderick and Harper out in front. Jamie Wallace, the pink and black car. They're running in third. Needs to make up some distance right here. I don't think he's going to have the time to get there unless Harper just absolutely blows turn 3. We saw Tierney get in the back of him. Maybe gave him a little boost forward because he closed the gap a little bit right there. But off turn number 4, Mark Broderick, John Harper going to take the top 2 spots. They're going to transfer into the back of the B main. Everybody else finished. Get ready to move on to 12 laps in our B main. We're going to take 6 cars, move them into the A, bring us to 18 for our feature race. 2-minute warm-up session after that, and then we will move right into our 30-lap feature race. Taking a second for the server to switch over. $17 cars slated for this one. Wait for some of these guys to get gridded out here. We do know that Ross Weiss is going to be on the pole, and Mark Pinsky is going to be to his outside. Row 2 on the inside, Craig Dunn on the outside, Ryan Pace. Just close inside row 3 with Sean Wallenfels on his outside. Cody Downard, row 4 on the inside, Chance Crum on the outside. Mike Keegan inside of a row number 5 with Tyson Landis to his outside. Row 6, we'll see Alex Smolders on the inside, Aaron Schaefer to the outside. In row 7, we're going to see Hunter Brady on the inside, that orange machine you see right there, and to his outside, Billy Rowley. Tyler Silva not making the call on this one, so that is going to move John Harper inside of row 8 with Mark Broderick to his outside. Both of those cars coming through from our C main. Hey, Dennis. Welcome back again, sir. So B main on the track, 16 cars, looking for 6 to transfer to the A main, fill out our 18 car field. They'll have 12 laps to settle it. Our ticker will say 14, but it is only a 12-lap race. If you thought the intensity was ratcheting up in the C main, well, get ready. It's going to ratchet up just a little tighter in this one. There's a few more spots available, but when you put 16 guys out here and you're only taking 6, that's a whole bunch of guys left out, and nobody wants to be left out. So Reese and Pinsky going to come off the front row right here. Pace truck headed in. Green flag in the air. Right underneath us right here. A lot of contact back there. Cars are upside down. And we'll go get a good look. Oh, Mr. No Luck himself. This guy can't catch a break, I swear. If he jumped out of a boat in the middle of the ocean, I don't think he could hit the water. Into the fence. Pinsky was out of shape. Looked like maybe Josh Close got a piece of that as well. He lost a lot of spots right there. He was starting in about 5th or 6th, and he's back to about 7th or 8th right here. And he is moving just further and further back through the field, it looks like. Not sure what's coming of that. All right, now that race control. Looks like maybe they're figuring out where cars are going to be. Josh Close going to move back to his original spot. Look like everything kind of happened behind him. And the rule of thumb here is if you cause the caution, they're going to give you an EOL. But I think race control decided he did not cause that caution, and they're going to give him his spot back. So looks like we're going to have Weiss, Dunn, Keegan, Close, Crum, and Downard in the 6 transfer spots currently. Tyson Landis, Smolders, Schaefer, and Brady rounding out the top 10. Broderick, Harper, and Wallenfels, the last of the cars on the track. Penske, Silva, Pace, and Rowley done for this series anyway. Maybe not for the evening, but for this series. So we are slowly dwindling the field down. We're going to find the final 6 or the top 6, whichever happens first. And we're going to put them into the A main. Jim Chisholm got a bunch of fans in here. I've seen 3 or 4 now. Guys, if you're tuning in anywhere but the Facebook pages, make sure you give us a follow, a subscribe. If you're on the Facebook pages, make sure you give us a follow, a like, and a share. The green flag back over the B main. Got about 8 laps left in this one. Weiss way up top, able to hang on. Whoa, I don't know what happened there. Uh-oh. I don't know if it's me or not. I have no idea what just happened. Chris, are you guys still racing?
Yeah, but my keyboard just went to crap. And Shapes did too.
Everything crashed, it looked like, because I lost all the cars. Guys, we're not sure what is going on. It seems like maybe iRacing is having a small issue.
I'll have to try and hop back in.
Oh, no, here we go. Now we're back. I don't know what was going on right there. That was pretty wild.
Does anything came back for you?
Yeah, just now. Oh, my. And at the front, Craig Dunn has taken the lead. Now Alex Smolders, it shows out. Nope, Alex Smolders off the track. Craig Dunn taking the lead right there. That's who I thought I was focused on. Josh Close right in here amongst these guys. Ross Weiss now falling back into the 3rd spot. The black car on the top side right there. Top 3, Mike Keegan sitting in for Chance Crum. Cody Downard rounding out that top 6. So 7 down, 5 to go. We are back to racing. I do not know what happened, folks. Had to have been some kind of a glitch through iRacing because a bunch of people were saying they were missing stuff. Keyboards quit working. Couldn't see. Kind of wild. We don't need glitches. Good Lord. Right now, Craig Dunn, Josh Close, Ross Weiss, Mike Keegan, Chance Crum, Cody Downard. That blue and gray car rounding out the field. Get back. These guys have got a gap. They're about 1.5 seconds ahead of 7th place. So if they just hold it together, keep the car up underneath them, don't run into each other, these 6 are going to transfer through. They're going to have 3 to go that time. Josh Close now streaks out into the lead through turns 1 and 2. Craig Dunn's car was way out of shape off of turn 4 anyway. I'm not sure he was going to be able to hold that. But he's not going to give up the fight, and he's going to go at it a little bit more aggressively that time. Just couldn't get the grip. We're kind of keeping an eye back here, 4th, 5th, and 6th. Crum, Keegan, and Downard. Ross Weiss settling into the 3rd spot. Take a look at Craig Dunn here off of turns 3 and 4. These guys coming around, white flag that time. Josh Close in front of this one. Craig Dunn, Ross Weiss, Chance Crum, Mike Keegan, Cody Downard, our top 6. Get it up in here. Checkered flag off turn number 4. Close. Gonna win it. He's gonna bring Dunn, Weiss, Crum, Keegan, and Downard into the A main with him. And our 18-car field is set. Everybody else finished for the night. Some of these guys we'll see back in the 360 car. Some of them we won't. But the top 6 out of this one you're going to see again here in just a little bit in the A main. 2-minute warm-up session about to commence for these guys. And always triggers our Wingless Wednesdays. Advertisement here, guys. Wingless Wednesdays brought to us by Wicked Energy Gum. The Wicked Energy Gum Northwest Focus Midget Series presented by Cognitive Warriors. Always our first show on Wednesdays. Very happy to be associated with those folks. Wicked Energy Gum. Everybody over at Wicked Cushion, they do a great job of bringing and presenting all forms of dirt racing. Most of it right here on the Dirt Racing Network. Very proud to have them on board, be associated with them. And also Pawkins Custom Tailgate Games. You're going to see the 360 series here in just a little while. They're a lot of fun to watch, and this big track, it's going to be a pretty interesting show. All of our fantastic associated sponsors here, Wicked Esports, Wicked Relief Gum with CBD, and Wicked Energy Gum. Proudly bringing you the best in sim racing entertainment anywhere. And we bring it to you on the Dirt Racing Network, so we appreciate you all tuning in. Good look from above. You can see the track starting to get some slick spots through it. These little cars kind of like the slick. And I think the slicker they can get it, the more fun these guys have driving them. So Braden must be a wingless guy. Hello, Trekkin. Thanks for tuning in over on Twitch. We appreciate that greatly, sir. Hope you're enjoying the show. About 20 seconds here, we'll get the Raven Graphics starting lineup. 18 fast and furious midgets here. Going to do 30 laps for us. Knoxville Raceway. Car starting to grid out. 6 World Championship iRacing drivers in this field. 5 of those 6 starting inside our top 5. So the field laden with black stripers. And some of the best in the business at the front of this one. On the pole, the number 49, the Hulk, David Heileman into his outside. Hunter Connolly, the 301. Alex Berger on the 16 on the inside of row number 2 with Adam Elby in the 75 on his outside. Row 3 inside, the 211. James Eden's on his outside. Rusty Kruger in the 5K. The 124, Jim Chisholm inside row number 4 with Kendall Tucker. 300 car on his outside. Dustin Griffith starts inside of row number 5, the 82 Michoud, and on his outside, Tyler Chalk in the 27. In the 6th row on the inside, the Catfish, Chris Roberts, the 93, and on his outside, Anthony Lepresto, defending champion of the series, starts the 57 machine. Row 7, inside, Josh Close, the 69, and on his outside, the Flying Aussie, Craig Dunn, the 057. Ross Weiss going to start the 422 car inside of row number 8. And on his outside, Chance Crum in the 183. And on the final row on the inside, Mike Keegan and Cody Downard, the 003 car on the outside. That's your 18-car field. 30 laps are on the board.
30 laps, Roger. 3-0.
Race control making absolutely sure that I do not confuse how many laps we're going to have tonight. Appreciate the Catfish himself right there, Chris Roberts, talking to me. So if you tuned in last week, the show was phenomenal. A lot bigger track tonight. They were at Volusia, I believe, last week. And tonight, here at Knoxville, this track a lot bigger. Sweeping corners, a lot of speed here. We're going to see these guys really get after it. The pace truck is in. Heileman holding them down now. Steps on the throttle, and the green flag is in the air. In on the bottom, out on the top. Elby's car up on 3 wheels real quickly there, and he brings it back down. But Hunter Conley makes a bid for the lead through the middle of turns 3 and 4 when he comes off the bottom as he got enough. Drag race to the line, and Heileman leads lap number 1. get on board here from about third place on with James Edens. See what he sees. You see Bergeron throw the slide job deep into turns 3 and 4, and he uses the momentum on the high side. I don't know if he got him before the caution came out. We'll have to go back and see what happened there. I'm going to say Adam Elby's car possibly in this one. I don't know that for sure. Yeah, it looks like he maybe got hooked up with somebody else. Maybe not his fault. Two-time winner in the series, back in about the 7th position. Oh, got into the back of his teammate there. Got into Rusty Kruger and then just gets a little clip by. Able to keep the car going. Well, maybe not. Maybe that car is damaged. Maybe that shot into the wall a little bit ago did some damage to that car he didn't realize. So Conley, Heilemann, Bergeron, Edens, Tucker, the top 5. Chisholm, Roberts, Keegan, Griffiths, and Chalk rounding out the top 10. Going to move our white flag out to lap number 33. Going to give these guys about one more lap of pacing here, and we're going to cut them loose again. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Appreciate it greatly. Hope you're enjoying Wingless Wednesdays. Don't forget, Hawkins Custom Tailgate Games 360 Wingless Series coming up right after this. We'll take a short pause, reset everything, and then come back to you live. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow night, triple header Thursdays. Dirt Slingers, Thursday Thunder Series presented by Tim's Dirt Track Sims. Howard Johnson's of Lima, Ohio, General Tires. Kicks off around 8 Eastern. And then the Wicked Cushion 410 Outlaw Series with the Dirty Old Bastards double show right after that. Triple headers on Thursdays, but right now, Wingless Wednesdays back under the green flag. Hunter Conley on the point, bringing David Heilemann, James Edens, and Alex Bergeron with him. Kendall Tucker sitting back in the 5th spot. You see that pink car right on the right side of the screen right there. Sitting in 5th, another pink car out in front. Heilemann just working the top side, trying to find that momentum and get there, but Conley able to use the slider line and actually picks up about a half a car length on him. Alex Bergeron now around the top side, and he's doing the same thing that he was doing before. He is running that car out way, way wide, bringing that right rear right up against the fence. We'll watch him when he goes down through 3 and 4. Oh, he goes to the bottom this time. Trying to make a bid for second place right there. Heilemann got around Conley. We'll see if he goes back to the top side now. He is going to keep that car down on the bottom. And he went to the top. You can see just how close that kid takes the right rear to the fence, and he did not touch it. Right through the center, goes up, grabs a little bit of cushion, and gets the drive off. And now he's hunting second position. James Edens around Hunter Conley into second. Everybody chasing the Hulk, David Heilemann. Conley now, final podium spot, and he's got everything he wants in the form of Alex Bergeron right behind him. Kendall Tucker still sitting in the 5th spot. These 5 have broken away from Jim Chisholm. Oh, right there, almost contact. Hey, make a slide job from Tucker, and it didn't work out, and he lost about 8 car lengths. Alex Bergeron up beside Conley, not able to make it stick. That's just letting Edens get away from the pair. Now Heilemann's going up using the cushion. Must have figured out what Bergeron was doing. I mean, he runs the top a lot. But usually in this midget car here at Knoxville, you'll see the 49 right down around the bottom, hunting for the moisture. Conley hanging on to 3rd, but he's only hanging on by a breath right now. Big crossover. Oh, Conley. Car out of shape off the cushion. That's going to put Bergeron into 3rd. Tucker into 4th. Move Conley back. And he's going to jump back in the battle, try to keep 4th. He and Kendall Tucker starting to battle just a little bit. These guys about 2 seconds ahead of Jim Chisholm running back in the 5th spot. Chisholm a good distance back. You see about 2/3 of the corner back. David Heilman 0.4 of a second ahead of James Edens. Going to be 19 to go the next time off of turn number 4. There we go, 19 left on the board. Now we see the 49 going to his signature, down on the bottom, hunting the moisture, trying to keep that right rear. 1 and 2 on the bottom, 3 and 4 around the top. And the caution flies Josh Close's machine. Rolling away, maybe Dustin Griffiths. Not where he, no, it wasn't Dustin Griffiths. Oh, Josh Close way backwards. Oh, and he got clipped right there. Was that Craig Dunn? Yes, it was. Craig Dunn's car come flying in. The right rear clip, the left front. That's going to do it for Mr. Dunn. Huh. Kind of funny. Well, welcome in, Jason. All right, reset the field right here. Heileman, Edens, Bergeron, Tucker, Conley, the top 5. Chisholm, Lepresto, Chalk, Roberts, and Keegan rounding out the top 10.
Did you lose everybody again?
Negative, sir. 14.
Crap, it's on my side this time.
Still on the track, Josh Close, the white and green machine you see way back there. The last of that group. Kruger, Downard, and Crum right behind Keegan. But still David Heilman out in front. 36.
Well, it's 36. I don't know if I'll be still here, but
That's all right, sir. I got to count for you, buddy. Must be having some kind of switching or routing problem with the internet because it started with me and now it's moved to you.
yeah, I just got kicked.
As you hear, race control actually getting kicked out of the server. Not cool. Not cool. Gonna go green the next time. We come off a turn 4, 18 laps to go.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag in the air. Well, Heileman getting good jumps. But Eden's working the inside. Alex Bergeron in third, but man, he has got his hands full. That is Kendall Tucker working him over. Now James Edens to the lead. Heileman with a slip off turn 2. That let Edens get around the high side. Whoa, these two almost laying on each other right there. Close quarters racing, and Heileman goes in deep into 1 and 2. He's going to run up to the cushion side. That was off of 3 and 4, excuse me, wrong end of the track. These two starting to trade positions back and forth, left and right. Now Edens with the advantage. Heileman back to the high side, trying to find the momentum. James Edens working 2 different lines. He's going to the bottom in 1 and 2. He's going to the top in 3 and 4. That time Heileman able to get to the inside, gets run up on the berm. And he loses a bunch of the ground that he made up. Thought he had a pretty good shot going in there. Looks like the left side of that car got up on the berm, and that really upset his momentum. And Alex Bergeron going to work the top side, try to take the spot away. Heileman able to hang on the bottom. We're keeping our eyes on this battle. James Edens 9/10 of a second in front of these guys. They have got a lot of work to do if they're going to catch up to him. 13 to go. If it stays green, we'll see if anybody can close at 1 second. James Edens, very fast and very smooth tonight. Chisholm now around Tucker into the 4th spot. He's working the bottom right here. Tucker went outside in, and he's going to have a little bit of momentum through the center of that corner. Going to find his way around Jim Chisholm. Take fourth back. Move Chisholm back to fifth. The gap at the front not closing a bit, but Bergeron and Heilemann now in the battle with each other. Heilemann's car was way out of shape up on the top of the cushion, but Bergeron couldn't do anything about it. Had to leave the door open in the spot back. He got out of shape right there. Ten laps to go that time by. Edens, Heilemann, Bergeron, Tucker, Chisholm in the top 5. Lepresto, Downard, Crum, Conley, and Chalk running in the top 10. Keegan Close and Kruger rounding out the field. The battle for second, fantastic right now. These guys all over each other. Slide job, trade. Now Bergeron on the inside. Does he have enough momentum off the bottom side? Bergeron clears Heilemann. Now Heilemann is going to cross him over. Here comes the slide job. Didn't get it there. Move Alex Bergeron into second. They are 2.25 seconds behind James Edens. Way out in front of this one. Kendall Tucker a good distance back. He's 2.5 seconds behind David Heilemann. Yeah.
Thank you.
But Edens, now the gap shrinks under 2 seconds. Down to around 1.8. Heilemann's starting to fall back from Bergeron, so obviously Bergeron starting to close the gap. Six to go. These guys spread out all over the place. Unless someone makes a mistake, I don't think we're going to see another caution. Still Edens 1.8 seconds ahead. Heilemann now 1.6 back of Bergeron. So Bergeron starting to reel in. Just a little here, just a little bit there. Is he going to have enough laps? Inside 5 to go. 1.1 seconds. Watching the gap shrink. Off of turn number 2, down to 1 second. 3 to go the next time they go under the flag stand. Seven tenths that time by. They're going to be getting to lap traffic if they keep up this pace. Josh Close back here in the 13th spot. Gap down to half a second. Bergeron now up on the cushion. Edens up on the cushion. 2 laps to go this time. Bergeron was making time on the bottom. White flag coming out off of turn number 4. James Edens out in front now, stretches it back out to a second. And Edens might catch Close in turns 3 and 4, but it isn't going to matter. James Edens going to win it. Alex Bergeron second. David Heilemann in the 3rd spot. Remind the top 3 to stay out. Everybody else go in, please. So a great run to the end there. About 28 laps.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
James Edens, Alex Bergeron, and David Heilemann. Screeching it in there to a halt. Gonna show that Mr. Heileman actually is going to be on top of the pylon, but that is not the case. He did come home third. We'll wait for these guys to come into TeamSpeak. Give us a moment of their time, and then they will probably all move on and go to the 360 series. Hope everybody enjoyed that. That was a fantastic run to the end. Don't forget the likes, the shares, and the follows. We're waiting on Mr. Edens, Mr. Heileman to make their way into a position where we can chat with them. There's Mr. Heileman. We'll grab him right off the bat. David Heileman, you got a copy?
10-4.
All right, buddy. Pretty good battling all around. You led for a while. You come home third. Talk to us about that race and your third place finish.
Yeah, I was just focused on getting out front. I figured the line would eventually kind of consistently scoot to the top, but then Hunter went and grabbed the lead early, and I was kind of like, almost went full panic mode. But then I think it was on. I don't know if Egan's restarted second behind me or not, but I knew he was just hugging that bottom in 1 and 2, and I ran it before and it was fast. I think I was even faster than I'm on it, but I have a bad habit of doing that. Just, I don't know, giving people a line. I think I tried to scoop back under him. I had such a good run on him. I should have just been more patient because I hopped the berm after that, and then eventually Alex got to me. But at that point, I was just praying for another caution because I wasn't going to catch up back up to James, and I was trying to burn as much fuel because I played it just a little too safe on fuel, I feel like. But yeah, I was kind of hoping for another caution at the end, but I won't complain with the 2 caution midget race at DOB, even if I finished third.
Yeah, fantastic run. You guys had a great run there at the end. It looked like if you could hit that cushion just right, and you and Alex were really working hard on it, that there was a lot of momentum to be found. But at different times throughout that long run at the end, I saw guys go to the bottom and just get massive runs on the exit, especially of 2. Was it there the whole time, or was it just searching around trying to figure out when the track was changing?
Yeah, I saw it there, and whenever the BRC main I was watching, I was like, dang, that bomb's gonna coming at some point in the race, but I thought it would eventually just go away. But it did seem like I don't know, maybe the skies it because the sun came out, and then obviously it's overcast now. It was weird at the end because it was like you really couldn't even see the slick. You couldn't even see where it was hard to see where the berm started even since qualifying. But the cushion wasn't like. It wasn't like it was more of a sprint car cushion where it's more rampier than normal. I don't know if that makes any sense at all, but usually
Does to me.
Yeah. But I remember the last race at DOB here. I mean, you could just plunge your car into it and it would stick, and the cushion would have grabbed you. But it seemed like this was more like a sprint car one where it just kind of lifted your rear end up and wanted to spin you out instead.
All right, man. I'm sure you got some shout-outs, some thank yous, and then I know we're going to see you in the Wingless 360s here in a minute, so we'll let you get ready for that, bud.
Yeah, man. Bucks are beating the Detroit Pistons, so I don't really have to check up with that, so I should be running the Wingless. But yeah, thanks to KTKR Sim Team, App Auto Parts, Wicked Energy Gun, Wicked Cushion. Thanks to Northwestern Focus Midgets for sponsoring the series and everything the stewards are doing for this series, and Dirt Racing Network for putting it on.
All right, David, thanks a lot. We'll look forward to talking to you possibly after the 360 race.
Yep.
Your third place finisher, David Heileman. Let's get Alex Bergeron up here. Alex, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, for the first time in a while, I'm not talking to you in victory lane, but I am talking to you on the second step of the podium. And talk to us about that great run at the end and you working through traffic and making a valiant attempt at running down Mr. Edens there.
Yeah, came in with barely any practice time. Made us up real quick and yesterday and got that thing ready for tonight. We qualified decently, and in the heat race it went good. We felt back and I think in 6th or 7th, and we won the heat race, so we started turning the feature and kind of a bit lower gear. Lower number, I should say, on the gear, so the car would just bog down a bit more, and it would be a slower there at the beginning, but then at the end, with the top side coming in, it would just be quicker and quicker, and I was catching James there, and I was getting the bottom pretty good in turn 1. That's where I was catching him, and I think for 2 laps, I kind of missed the bottom and you pulled away. So, I tried everything to catch him, but he was very fast tonight for sure.
Yeah, we wanted to ask you about that because, man, you chopped it down from about 2.25 seconds down to under a second, close to a half there. And then all of a sudden he just started pulling away. And I was wondering if the bottom just went away or was it just, maybe getting a little aggressive and missing the line. And I think you kind of answered that question. But fantastic run, great green run to the end there. Anybody give you a shout out and a thank you to? And we'll let you get ready for the Wingless race if you're going to run it.
Yeah, I'm not going to run the second race, but, thank you to all my partners, newbie.com, /Bikinis, K Designs, Max McLaughlin Racing, and Meyer Inc. Everybody watching, all the fans out there, and my girlfriend for supporting me, as always. Coleman Gulick too, Paul Kinney, Pete Gulick, everyone for supporting me each and every day. Really appreciate it, and you guys for broadcasting, Doobie for putting these races up, and Team ABR for a great team, and Jason Nygaard, and so we'll be back at it, tomorrow for 410s. If I'm sure we're gonna be racing it, so that's gonna be good.
All right, man. Thanks for taking the time to talk to us. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow, bud.
Thank you, Roger.
Second place finisher, Alex Bergeron. And let's move on to the man on top of the podium tonight. And James Edens, you got a copy.
Yes, sir.
Well, you bring home the win, man. Once you cleared Heileman there, you kind of run off and hid for a long time. And then when Bergeron cleared him, he ran you down pretty good. And then a couple of mistakes, and you were able to pull back away. Talk to us about that great long green run and you coming home with the win tonight.
Yeah, that was good. It gave us some time to really, set up some passes. It took me a while to figure out where I was gonna be able to pass Heileman there. He's definitely a good driver, so it takes long green flag runs like that. Everything kind of different than the short 3 or 4 laps at a time. He just run away, hide on the restart. So yeah, luckily for that, we had a long green flag run, and we got the bottom working real good there in 1 and 2, and that's really all it was. Just found that before him and snuck by.
Yeah, it looked like the track changed just a little bit, and guys were working high, guys were working low. I was watching you work high in one end and low in the other. Just where the car was the most comfortable, or is that where you really kind of planned to run once you took the lead?
That's just where I found was, running behind him, gives me the option to search around a little bit to try to find something like that. And so once I found that, it seemed to be good, and it's stay all race. So, I haven't ran a midget too much at Knoxville, so kind of just learning as we go, lap by lap.
Well, always fun to watch you guys come out here and do this, and I know you got a bunch of people you want to thank, so let's let you get to that, and hopefully we'll see you in the Wingless race here in just a little bit.
Yeah, I just got to thank all the Speed Lab guys, and then, all the sponsors over there, Boat Racing, and Wise Organics for, they come on board this year for the Pro Series, and, just kind of everything we run. And then, got to thank the Stewart family for what they're doing with this, and LBE for taking it on. It's been a fun deal so far.
All right, man. We are going to see you in the Wingless race, right?
I don't think so. Not tonight.
Well, man, a bunch of you guys are going to bow out of that. Well, thanks for taking the time to talk to us, bud, and we look forward to seeing you hopefully in the very near future on here.
Yeah, hopefully next week.
All right. Thanks, James.
Thank you.
All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for the Wicked Energy Gum Northwest Focus Midget Series presented by Cognitive Warriors. James Edens, Alex Bergeron, David Heileman, your top 3. We are going to get prepared to do the Pocket and Custom Tailgate Games 360 Wingless Series here in just a few minutes. I appreciate everybody tuning in, guys. If you haven't followed us, please give us a follow on the Facebook page. Likes, shares. If you're on YouTube, you're on Twitch. Make sure that you subscribe and or follow us there. Share us with your friends. Share us on your walls, your pages, in your groups. I will be back here in about 10 minutes. Thank you for tuning in. I will see you shortly. And if you don't make it back tonight, keep it dirty and come back and see us tomorrow night. That will do it for this session. See you guys back here in about 10 minutes.